Good afternoon, Africa and the world. My name is Oliver Chikozore, and I'm the co-founder of Africa Rising TV. We are right here in Cape Town Convention Center, South Africa, for the 2025 Africa Energy Week. And today I'm joined by Miss Christina Achu, who is the president and the founding partner of Elyon Energy Services. Welcome to the show, Miss Christina.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Please tell us a little bit more about yourself and how did it all begin for you?
Well, I'm very, very passionate about Africa and energy, as it happens. But my career actually started, I have a degree in chemistry and then moved on to business. And in that field, I did some IT work, and through that I got into project management. And through project management, that's what led me into oil and gas. Managing an oil and gas company, their projects with offshore EPC services. So from there, I've been able to develop my skills significantly and being able to, partner with a couple of people, and eventually decided to start my own company, which is the Elyon Energy Services, with the partner, Smith Mengo. And we're currently based out of Congo and also Cameroon. And we focus primarily on providing EPC services to international oil drilling companies, as well as we do some downstream trading. And the downstream trading takes us a bit out of our sphere, so a bit out of Cameroon and Congo into the Lomes, the Senegals, and other parts of Africa.
Excellent. This is Congo Brazzaville, right?
Congo Brazzaville.
Okay. So you are participating, you and your partner and your company, you are participating at this year's Africa Energy Week. And what were some of the highlights derived from the 2025 Africa Energy Week? And what are some of the submissions or inputs you'd like to suggest for the way forward?
Okay. First, I'd like to thank the organizers, especially NJIU, for this wonderful opportunity. It's an amazing opportunity. It's my first time. It's my partner's fifth time. He was one of the founding attendees. And I have loved, I would say, every minute of this. One of the highlights was the opening ceremony. The traditional African aspect was truly amazing. The words that were used to describe our vision and the reason we're here were truly inspiring. That was amazing. Another thing I've really loved as well is the women wing. I attended a luncheon with them today, and the speakers were great, but I really like the part that they do mentorship. In this business, women face a lot of challenges, of course. Not only in this business, but being that I'm in this business, I speak for me, women face a lot of challenges. And to be able to have a group of women that can come together and actually, we have similarities. Some have traversed the challenges that I'm still to traverse and can actually guide me on that. I find that really, really inspiring. So those were some great highlights for me during this conference.
So I grew up with many sisters, and I'm a very close child to my mom. And one thing I've learned about women is that there are challenges that men don't know about that you face, but women can do better if they can shoulder one another and work together. So thank you so much for those submissions. Energy sector is like for the billionaires club, and it's very difficult for women and youth and aspiring entrepreneurs who want to venture into energy sector. What are some of the challenges that you are facing in this industry, and what are some of the recommendations you like to make or changes that should be made within the sector?
Okay. The energy sector, like you said, is a billionaires club. So one of the major challenges is access to financing. Access to financing for a young company that doesn't have a track record as a company. You might have 50 years of experience, but if your company is less than a year old or less than 2 years old, you still need to prove yourself. So that is a major challenge, is a major barrier to entry in the energy sector. For women, it doubles. It kind of doubles as well, because it's a very male-dominated field. So you're proving yourself as a woman that can do it in a man's world, and then you're a young company as well that's trying to develop. But for example, the AWBN, the women's sector of the Africa Energy Week or the Africa Energy Chamber, is doing a lot of work towards overcoming that. Now, the focus is not strictly on finance, which is something that I find is a major obstacle, but the focus is on opportunities. of offering, mentoring other young entrants towards opportunities and ensuring that they do take advantage of those opportunities and whatever is required for them to take advantage of those opportunities. So I find that is a great way of overcoming that challenge. The second challenge is our government, our policies. It could work in both ways. Some people find that the loose nature of our policies is actually an advantage, but coming from a structured system where the policies are actually well structured, the laws are clear, and working in this system creates a bit of a mind shift, which presents some barriers to entry. But it's something that has come up in this conference a lot, building sustainable and robust policies. So I'm sure that's a change that is coming, and that will certainly help the industry.
There's a couple of things that you've touched on. And in Africa, one of the biggest challenges that how do we capacitate? As you mentioned, that mentorship and capacity development and training and development for those who cannot help themselves.
Right.
And then I think the second aspect is that how do we unite as a continent in order for us to compete, harness those ideas and compete globally and international. And we have to find ways to coexist with our policymakers. And I don't like to use the word political will. I like to use the word political determination. But thank you so very much. Is there anything that we might have forgotten that we'd like to share with our audience in terms of the way forward?
Please participate in the Africa Energy Week. It happens multiple times during the year, but the final one in October, it's above all the best. It's worth participating. Your voice gets heard, your opinions get sought, and you actually feel like you're making a difference, which is key, especially if you want to grow in your career. So I encourage the young people to join. Don't start late like some of us. Come in when it's early and grow in the space.
There you have it. That was Miss Christina Achu, the president and the founding partner of Elyon Energy Services. Bye-bye. Until next time.